What's going on, YouTube? Oh geez, Nitro RC's here coming at you from the lot. Look guys, sun's back out and it's a different day. Same OG, same Nitro pup. Hey, talking to you, pay attention. Same Nitro pup, always a butthead, and we're back at the lot. Little redemption for the Showtime truck, guys. Yes, he is gonna be a little redemption for the Showtime truck. We put a different one-way bearing in him, not a new one, but it's all we had, and he turns over really good, so we gotta see if we can make him hit and stick this time. A lot of people don't understand when they get into these one-way bearings that, you know, they complain about them, which is true, they're a pain in the ass, but you gotta stop and think about the stress, the strain that those little bitty pin needles are going through to grab a hold of that shaft when you got a brand new big engine. This is where I'd rather have a pull start sometimes, or a heavy duty type of roto start. But if this is set anywhere close to the top, or if it is stuck on top for some reason from the factory, and you got a really good roto starter and you got a one-way bearing and you slap it and you hit that thing's turning so quick at one time, it's just an astronomical amount of pressure on those little bitty needle bearings to grab that shaft and to turn it when you have a good tight new engine. So there's a lot going on in there that could cause this to happen over and over and over again, because like I said, that's a lot to ask of those little bearings to turn over that big engine with that good pinch being new like that. If the piston's on the bottom, so it's got a good slap on the way up to help it out, yes, that's always a positive. So that's why you should always make sure your piston's running dead bottom, even for pull starts or bump start boxes. That's why you'll see guys with really tight engines on a bump box, they'll hit it and they'll lock up. Okay, now imagine that. If that big rubber wheel turning on a 4S or 3S or whatever S system you got on that bump box can't turn that engine over by hitting the flywheel. Okay, if that won't do it, then don't expect a little bitty one-way bearing to be able to do it any better. It's not going to. That's why so many guys get an engine locked up and they have to crank on the flywheel with a screwdriver to get it off top dead center and back down towards the bottom, so when they hit that bump wheel, it's got more room to fire that piston up and to come back around and to keep hitting. It's just these engines are really tight. There's a lot of pressure going on inside there, hell of a pinch, and sometimes, like you seen when I hit it, it started and then it shut itself off because that one-way grabbed in there and locked up on that shaft and just killed it, and it wasn't going to start past that point. Same thing happened to Showtime truck. Remember, Showtime truck wouldn't start, the one-way was gone out of the back of it. You look in there, the one-way looked good until you smack it on the table and all the bearings fall out. So yep, anyway, that's what happened. That's what happens with the one-way bearings. That's why I prefer the pull starts with a solid knuckle that comes right up, the crank that comes right out, that's got the hex head on it that goes right into the pull start, because then you got like a top fuel dragster. You know, it comes out and goes right to the rear end. There is no room for breakage in there. You got a solid lockup. So hopefully he'll start today. I'm pretty sure he will. We're going to get him running, get the tanks ran through him, and work on the fuel. We don't have any more homebrew. What I'm burning right now is straight 25%, but we have 30% and 20% that we need to mix back up to get 25%. I had 8 bottles of 20% left, so I ordered 8 bottles of 30%. And so we can mix it and make 16 bottles of 25%. So then we'll have that, and then we'll have these. These are all 25. These are all the 25% that are in here too. Here's the 30. Here's the 20%. There's the 30%. There's 25%. So we'll get that mixed up later on too. Right now we need to get Big Dog out there, start it up, and get him going. And brother Chino, here's my one. I lied. I got a gray one. I think my blue one's in that box over there buried, but I have a gray one and a blue off the butt box. Me and Chino were talking about that one. He asked me what colors I had. I said the blue ones, because I do have a blue one in there somewhere. I think it's over in that box. So how are you guys doing today? It's Thursday. One more day, guys. One more day for you working folk. One more day. Oh, and me, yeah, back still hurts. The back still hurts. Yes it does, yes it does. But we're gonna go easy peasy and not do too much. What's wrong with you out there, fathead? Get this bad boy going. get these tanks idle through. If we can get the tanks idle through, the rest of it's guaranteed. And plus, this fuel tank leaks. Remember, we found that out the last time too. A little more than half a tank. That's good enough. So what I'm going to have to do is, when I'm priming the carburetor, I'm going to have to make sure that this lid is sealed down tight, because it ain't wanting to lock up on there too good from jump. There, try that. Yeah, see, it's still leaking. Yeah, that's tight. Now I want to put a head warmer on him too, so I can monitor this a little bit. I wasn't going to do too much out here. I was actually going to do it in there, but in there I'll be in the way of myself, so we'll try to do it out here the best we can. Normally I wouldn't worry about this either, but considering he's pretty snug, we're going to give him some help. Yes, we are. Boop. Give him some help. Let him sit there for a while. Fuel's already charged up. He's good to go. Good to go. Good to go. And while I'm breaking him in, we're going to chit chat a little bit. But I also brought something else to play with. You guys know that. You know we got to bring stuff to play with. Let me catch this camera real quick, guys. Hold on. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. But we got something we're going to run. I'm thinking about jumping him a little bit just to see how he flies, but ain't nothing major. He's quickly becoming a fan favorite. There's a couple guys giving him shout outs in the comments and stuff like that. So we're going to get him out and play with him some more. You guys will get to see which truck it is in a little bit. We're not going to break him out right now. We're going to focus on this guy right here, because I really want to get at least the idle tanks ran through him. That'd be nice. I don't need, if I could keep heat cycling him, if I can keep the heat up on him, which I'm going to try to do, I might, I don't know, I'll do them as quick as possible. I don't want to ruin it because that's an extremely tight engine, so we'll keep him up. But if I can heat cycle him, we'll get at least 2 or 3 tanks ran through him anyway. I won't stop for a break. I'll keep idling them and keep running them if I can do that. I don't know if I want to take him back down to dead cold or not. I really don't know. Ain't made my mind up yet. Oh, we don't even know if he'll start. This one way could lock up the same way the last one did, and then here we go. Then he becomes the new cursed one. Oh crap, guys. But anyway, we're going to run something today. We're going to make some noise today, and we're going to burn some nitro today. Nitro Pup's out there sniffing everything like he's not supposed to be doing. Hey, talking to you, butthead. Huh? What are you doing? You got your stick. Your stick's still over there, right where you left it the last time. Oh God. Yeah. So I hope you guys are having a good day. The weather turned out okay. Supposed to rain tomorrow, later on in the afternoon, I think, or tomorrow morning. So the rain is still here. It's hit and miss, but it's coming and going. And the days are getting nicer. So yep, hopefully things are on their way. Hopefully things are on their way. Oh man. Supposed to have a package coming today. I don't know. I haven't checked my phone lately to see where it's at. The last time it ended up in, it made it to Michigan, and it's only like 40 minutes away from me, and then it ended up going an hour and a half away from me because the USPS system sucks butt. It's absolutely no good. These guys lose everything. I mean everything. So yeah, this package was supposed to be here I think 3 days ago, if not longer than that. So yeah, it's not fun stuff. Oh, I can't check my tracking on it because for some reason it's not letting me go to. Let me try it this way, guys. Let me try it this way. Nope, that ain't it either. Alright, cuz you drew the short straw. Clipboard, there we go. There it is. Copy. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta do things the long way, guys. Boom, boom. Still says in transit to Marshall. Yeah. postal system is so screwed up. It's a joke. Does it say out for delivery? Out for delivery, out for delivery, out for delivery. Yeah, it was in Grand Rapids. We'll see if it shows up or not. Plus my mailman won't bring it anyway because he's a bum. He'll leave me a note in my mailbox, so I have to go pick it up. So really, the whole delivery doesn't qualify here because he doesn't deliver anything. He'll leave you a note in the mailbox saying, I don't feel like bringing it to your house. Go to the post office and pick it up. Oh, dude, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Oh. Let's see if this is getting any. Yes, it's getting warm. It's getting good and warm. Real warm, actually. Woo. Yes, it is, boys and girls. It's getting warm. Oh, Lord. Cool beans, cool beans. You guys are probably thinking, OG's not saying shit. OG's lost. OG doesn't know what he's doing. No, OG does. OG's got 50,000 things going through his mind right now. I got a package that's supposed to be showing up, which means it's not going to show up, which means I can go pick that up when I get done with here. I really want to get him broke in, so this is going to be a long process because anybody that's ever broke in a nitro engine, you know what that entails to happening. So we need to get this done. So yep, and we're about to fire him up right now because he's hot. At least the outside's hot and good and warm. Yes, it is. All right, guys, turn the old radio on, turn the old truck on. Monster, no. Bouncer truck, beep. Okie dokie. For the RC gods, boys and girls. Uh-oh, my Protec heater's starting to smoke just like the Dynamite one did, guys. Check that out. Remember what happened when the Dynamite one did that? That was no good. Here we go. Going through the bouncer truck, boys and girls. Tank number 1. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you around to listen to this stuff forever. I'm going to cut you off in a minute and bring you back. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to see how he behaves. Like I say here, and keep an eye on him. Like I said, this is going to be the long part of the day. Come here. Come on. I take the coat off. It's getting warm out here so you can get you some sunlight. Yeah, you can get you some sunlight. Oh. Come on, Daddy. Go. We'll get you some sun. Yep. We're going to check that head temperature. That's 165, something like that. to about 200 degrees, and we'll calm him down a little bit. Number one's in process, guys. We're going to keep the hot head on him, keep him going. If I can get him up around 200, 180 to 200, he'll be fine. He's at 180 right now. It's hard to get these suckers warm, especially these big ones. So we'll get him tuned up, and I'll bring you guys back tank after tank, maybe for tank 2, 3, or 4, I don't know. But this is what's going to happen. I don't want to keep you around for all of this. So I'll bring you back in a minute, boys and girls. Peace out. All right, boys and girls. One tank down. We just loaded him back up with another one. A little more than half. That's about 2/3 of a tank. Maybe 140 cc. 160 cc is the tank size. That's about 140. Running good. Keeping him about one. Can't get him no hotter than 185. 190. Cool down to 155. Now we're going to put the head back on him again. Juice him back up some more. Let it go, let it go. He's idling good now. Working real good. a little bit. Not wanting to keep it closed up. And of course, I don't have any rubber bands with me except these. So, we're gonna have to rob from Peter to pay Paul. I should just use a zip tie. Thought I brought some zip ties with me. Yes, I did. I don't know how my throttle trim got off. When the radio's on, throttle trim's perfect. I don't want to leave the radio on while this is just idling. That's a waste of a battery. Oh, we'll see what we can get going in here. I'm not going to need to burp him or rev him up. Well, I can go ahead and zip tie this shut. I'll just pop the air filter off. The radio's off. There we go. Good to go, good to go. Bleeding out real good. Sounding good, looking good. Bouncer truck's gonna be awesome, boys and girls. Now that we got that going on tank 2, when tank 2's done, we will shut him completely down. Let him get cold. I won't run him out. I might run him out of fuel, might not. We'll run him out, put the piston back on the bottom to help that one way out. And then we'll run 2 more tanks through. Like I did the last one. If you guys watch any of my tank break-ins, sometimes you can do them tank for tank. You run one tank, bring them up temperature, down, up, down, cycle them, shut it off. Let it cool down to ambient temperature, 60 something degrees out here. It'll cool down to about 80. Start it back up again, do another tank, and keep doing that. Or I run 2 tanks, shut it down. Let it cool down, let it get cold, fire it up, then cycle the next 2 tanks through back to back like I just did these. That's the way I'm going to do him. Meanwhile, we're doing fuel. So 400. Which is right about there, a little more than 400. That's where we want it anyway. We want that 100 mil, that extra 100 mil. This is the 30%. Now the 20%. Boom, right there. That should bring that up pretty high. Just like that. We can put a little bit more in him, bump him up some more, about another half. That's about half. %. That's about half. Bada bing, bada boom. Homebrew, 25% by 9. That's 25%. We'll leave him over there by itself. %. 20%. Of that, boom, even Steven. Evens Stevens. 4 bottles. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, 30%, 20%. Well, Natural Pup's in the truck. We're about to go find out. I can't see him, so we're going to go check on him. And I will cut away you guys away again and bring you back for tank 3 or tank 4. So this is what OG's doing. Blending fuel, breaking in the bouncer truck on a sunny Michigan day. It's a good day, boys and girls. Good day. Yes, it is. Back's killing me, but it's a good day. Where's my beagle at? Well, he's not in there. He better be out here in the grass. Oh, here he is. All right. Hot to the touch. Running good. Running good. All right, guys. I'll bring you back in a minute. Peace out. All right, boys and girls. He's getting close. I think too. He's getting close. When he runs out on this one, I'm going to let him run completely out. Completely out. Make sure the piston's on the bottom. Load him back up with fuel and let him get cold. And we'll start him back up again and do the last 2 tanks just like we did these. So that's what's going on, boys and girls. Just wanted to let you in on it. Still making fuel. I'll bring you back when we start on the next round. See you in a minute. start that up, guys. I'm gonna start that up. Get started on tank 3 and 4. Run those through like we did the first two. It's been sitting there cooling off for about 20 minutes now. It's ice cold. As you can see, the zombies have rolled in. So I put the kibosh on everything we're doing. We're gonna get those idled through anyway. I don't know if we'll put him down and run him with spectators here like this. So if anything, we'll at least get the 4 tanks ran through him. And after we get that done, then we know where we set. And we know the next time we bring him out, we put him on the ground and rerun him. If not, you never know. The zombies might walk off. They might leave before too long. I don't know. Looks like they got a big thing going on down there. If they stay, well, we'll leave and come back with him tomorrow or the next day and get the other 4 tanks ran through him on the ground, and we can go on from there. But getting these 4 tanks idle through him right now is the most important part. So as soon as that head gets hot, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start him up. And that's why we're not out there hem hauling around, and that's my nitro beagles in the truck. Should be getting good and warm. Yes, it should be. Turn him right around and get him going. That sucks. Well, that hurts. Thought I had a square in here. I was going to take it home and check them chassis, but must be I don't. So these things, throwing them away to try to make sure there's nothing inside of them. Start junking all this stuff out. Yes, we will. Get those in there to take them and throw them away. Fuel. 12-quart bottles, 3 gallons in each. 3 gallons, 3 gallons, basically 7 gallons of fuel. Bada boom, bada frickin' bang. House blend on top. Store bought 25% of bottom. Now, if things are anything but normal, I should be able to check this tracking number, and it should say that item was attempted to be delivered but could not be done. Nope, still says out for delivery. Going on 1 o'clock. Figured my mailman would have been there by now. Anywho, I'll have to go down and pick that up. That's coming from my brother Chino, so we definitely got to go down and pick that up. Alright, let's see what we can do, fellas. Yeah, a little prey to the RC guys. Oh no. One way's gone again. That quick. That one way's gone. Yep. We got lucky. pure luck, guys. Pure luck. One-way bearing is gone again, just like it was the last time. Either that or it's got so much fuel on it that it just won't bite. But I think it's gone. So we got lucky on that startup. That's good though. We only need to idle the 2 tanks through, and we're golden. We're good. We are good. I know I got to order new one-ways. Yep, I'll be ordering those next week. But for right now, we're going to sit here and let those idle through. Hopefully the zombies will leave. And we can assume operations as normal. Until then, guys, I'll bring you back either at the end of this or when we start doing something else. All right? Peace out. All right, zombies are gone. We appear to only have like 20-something% battery left, if that. So we're gonna swap out. 3rd tank gone. 4th tank going in. That's the 4th tank on the idle right there. $195, $185 with the head warmer on. We're going to keep it like that. Woo, there's the money shot, Gladys. Doing good, fellas. He's doing good. He's doing real good. That one-way's gone. You seen it slipping when I was trying to start it for tank 3. That's no bueno. So, got to get some new one-ways ordered. Those suckers aren't cheap. If I can't get them ordered this week, it'll be definitely next week. But they'll be here in a day when I do order them either way, so it doesn't matter. I'd like to get a solid knuckle starting rod to go in the back. It comes out and goes right into a full start. Bloop. Because this will never be as fast as hitting a roto start. So a full start isn't as aggressive on the bearing and on the crank as a roto start is. Because you're hitting that with a lot of speed all at once. That's too much to ask of that little bearing. So I totally agree, and I understand why they take the shits they do. Trust me, I've went through so many of them. Are they convenient? Yes. Do they work 95% of the time? Yes. The other 5%, are they a pain in the ass? Yes. So, we'll get this last tank ran through him, boys and girls. This is number 4. Yeah! And if the zombies don't come back and get more stuff out, we're going to put him on the ground and run him. We'll have to see, though. It looks like they're packing up and moving their stuff somewhere, and they still got a lot of stuff in there, so they'll probably be back. If we don't put him on the ground today, we'll just scratch it up to getting the first 4 tanks ran through him, because I still got to run 4 more tanks through him on the ground. That's how I do it anyway. Everybody does it different, boys and girls. Everybody. I break them in different. Chino breaks them in different. Brett Pierce out in Utah breaks them in different. Everybody breaks them in different. It does not matter. As long as you break them in the way you like to break them in, and the truck runs the way you want it to when you're done, that's all that matters. Because if there was a set way to break the engines in, all the pros would do it all the same way, and they don't. So anywho, we're going to let him idle. This is the last tank. When he gets down to the end, we're going to let him cool off all the way again like we did. And we'll probably leave him at that. We're probably going to run the 4 through him. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see where we're at when that time gets here. I'd like to put him on the ground and get a couple ran through him back and forth, but like I said, I don't know how busy it's about to get out here. If I have my choice of running this truck on the ground or running the other truck I bought with me, balls out, back and forth, I'm gonna choose the other one and save him for another day. We got the first 4 tanks ran through him, now we know. Plus, we need a better one-way for him. So, all that being said, boys and girls, I'll bring you back at the end of this to say goodbye when he's done with this last tank. Peace out, boys. Time for the money shot. Bottom of the tank, boys and girls, bottom of the tank. Doing good. Yep. Probably run the 4 tanks through him and give him a break. Gotta let him cool off all the way back down to cold temps. Probably call it good for him. I don't know if the zombies are coming back or not. Probably not for a little while. They probably got to unload and set up whatever it was they took, but still, I don't know how much of it I want to, how big of a can of worms I want to open up if somebody's going to come back. Might try it. Depends on what's happening. We'll make that a totally different video. But we're gonna let him run out, and that'll be the end of this one. He's real close. As soon as he pukes out, that'll be it. Trying to keep you guys here long enough to watch him choke out. Look at all the fuel running all over my eco stand. The heavy duty spring inside that carburetor barrel to keep that plunger open like that. Should have stayed a lot tighter than that. There he goes, he's starting to wind up. Just like that, boys and girls, just like that. 4 tanks idled through him. 201. Good temp. Good temperature. 201. Yep. That worked out good. That worked out very good. So we are probably going to leave him just like that. I mean, he's got all kinds of stuff pouring out of him. This stand is covered in fuel and oil. Yep, just like he's supposed to be. Get all this polished up. Looking like it's supposed to. All tight and right. Perfect timing. My phone just goes off Right when the truck shuts off. Pads are full of fuel. Bada boom, bada bang, boys and girls. Bada boom, bada bang. All right. So right there's the top. That should be bottom right there. It's right where he's sitting at. Now we need to let him cool all the way down. All the way down. So that's a little video, a little short, quick video, on and off, spitting and sputter, making fuel, breaking in the truck. First 4 tanks are done. Praise the RC gods. Now the next 4 tanks, he'll be on the ground putting around. So by the time we get done doing that, we should be able to get about 8 tanks ran through him in a good little half-hour session. So you guys stay tuned. That's what's coming up next. Bouncer truck getting broke in, getting ready to come to life. That's exactly what's taking place right now. Boom, boom, boom. Sure enough. So we're going to get him buttoned up and get him put away and probably move on to Project B. Not that B, the other B. And hopefully the zombies stay away long enough for me to get out one more video. And if they do, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Everybody's happy. We all get to go home. You guys get to watch more of my tomfoolery. So, if you like what you've seen, boys and girls, smash that like button for me, please. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Drop a comment down below. Yay or nay. You know, we don't really care. We don't care. We're just happy that you guys are here right now participating. But smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Drop a comment down below. Consider becoming a channel member. Ding that bell for notifications so you know when OG's out here at the lot being bothered by zombies. Nitro Pup out there acting like he don't know what's going on, because he don't. Where's your clothes at? You ain't got no clothes on. Look at you. And all that kind of good stuff. Making fuel, blending fuel I should say. Not making fuel, that's Bug 404 specialty, not mine. I ain't that smart. Blending fuel, breaking in new engines, getting stuff done. That's what we do, boys and girls. And the pup's just doing what he does. Absolutely not. Look at you. You don't know. Oh, Jesus, here he goes. Anywho, if you guys like all that, smash the thumbs up button for me, please. I greatly appreciate it. OG, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.